Hello, people. Hello. It's Galatea time, baby. And I am joined, of course, with the one and only Fuaranna.
Sup, dude?
Sahari. How you feeling today?
Whew, well, it's finally cooled down, so I'm really feeling very, very good. And yeah, I've been working really hard on this park. So
Hell yeah,
I'm
you
excited
have.
to show it.
Yeah, you did one hell of a job in here.
Thank you.
Through the last week. And also, I'm not gonna talk so much because what you're seeing is actually it's not me. This is Fuaranna.
Yep.
And Fuaranna will have a big part of this video. I only have like a little small 10-minute thing at the end where you will see Fuaranna go crazy here for the next 20 minutes. So Fuaranna, explain.
All right.
Explain.
So after the contest, we finally didn't have to keep to the limits of the park anymore. So I went in and did a lot. And I didn't record every single thing because some things are a bit boring. So I extended the park limits, so it's now a nice quaint village in like a big rainforest type of environment. And I'm here making a waterfall, and that was a lot of work. And I have to say, I did this when it was like 38 Celsius in my room, so it was really nice to look at the refreshing water the whole time.
Oh, I bet.
It was so nice. It felt like I was actually in like a swimming pool or something, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I'm just trying to find the right triggers to make sort of realistic waterfall here. I end up using, I think it's the water sprout, some waterfall pieces and waterfall splashes, and I'm trying to make a bit of river that's flowing downhill and following the rocks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
It's really cool. Like,
thank you.
I know after you made it and stuff, you were kind of like, is it too far away from like the town itself or like the village and stuff? But you did such a good job of adding all the trees and stuff, which is later on in the video, of course. So it really doesn't look like it's far away. It kind of looks like everything is put together and like work well, and it just gives it such a nice background drop to Galatea. It really does. You guys saw in the cinematic in the start of the video, like how much just all these trees and stuff added to the surroundings. So yeah, I'm quite happy that you went in and did this, because it's tedious, right?
Yeah, it is very tedious, and I mean, this is fun. The waterfall, it looks nice. It's like eye candy in the corner, right? But as you can see later in the video, I did the terraforming of the entire map. I did place every single tree by hand because I couldn't copy paste clusters of trees because of all the hills, and it wouldn't look good if I would just have trees buried in the ground, you know, in weird levels. So yeah, it was a lot of work, but it's also like really mesmerizing sometimes to do tedious work in Planet Coaster. I don't really mind terraforming and stuff like that. Sort of calming. It has like a meditative effect or something. It's really nice. Yeah, and well, this waterfall is sped up, so it looks really intense, but and sometimes I look a little bit how you did it in the city to have a similar look to it. And of course, Galatea is like a water city in a tropical biome. That was the purpose of our city, right? We really wanted to make this really lush, Moorish, Mediterranean sort of tropical city, like an oasis almost. But it is, of course, it's like in a rainforest. So. Safe park. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying stuff out and adding more and more, and in the end it looks really lush. And I was really happy to hear that you were very excited to open the park because it's such a change, right? It's such a big difference from what it was, just an empty map, just one city. Oh right. So yeah, what I'm doing right here is the river rapids. I was hoping I could use that as maybe the downhill water section, so I didn't have to do the whole thing only by triggers.
Right.
But it didn't look that good, so I ended up only using the splash water parts, right? That you have the really how do you say it? The river rapids that have the most intense wavy water, and copy pasted that next to each other, so you have that going on, and hide it a bit with rocks and triggers, and then it looks like like an actual water part. And,
Clever,
you reminded me.
clever.
You reminded me of that too. You said, "Oh, why don't you use the river splash part?" So thanks for that advice. I ended up using that. I think
You
it
are
looks
welcome.
pretty cool.
And yeah, it does really. It really adds that little extra river flow to the area. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Yep. So thank you. That looks really really fun. Yeah, it's just fun to do. I can definitely how do you say this? Advise everyone to try and play a bit with these triggers. If you've never done triggers at all, just see how they work and lower your frame rate as well, because it does have a big of a FPS hit. But since we ended up doing this outside of the park, you don't really notice it when you're on the coaster. It's just backdrop, and it's pretty okay. Oh, and here it's almost done. So,
How long time did you use on making this waterfall?
I think overall it took me 2 hours or something. But I really enjoyed the most part of it. I enjoyed the cluttering up the area with rocks and bushes and foliage, which I will be doing a bit later in the video.
Nice.
Just rotating every trigger so it looks like it's flowing in a direction. It's quite a lot of work, but it's fun work.
You made it look awesome. It's a nice looking waterfall. Nice background to Galatea,
Thanks.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, like you were. I remember you asking me and like being like, "Is it like worth making like somewhat of an entire video on this when it's only like the backdrop and stuff with it?" I'm like, you know what? Yeah, because it adds so much to the atmosphere around Galatea. So I think it's worth it, and also it's a little bit of a different change because it's just us crazy building.
Yeah, buildings.
And now we actually managed to get stuff done that we had in mind to do in the first place. You did this.
Yeah, so, okay, this is after I've done a lot of the terraforming. I tried to blend the mountains into the map on the outside, as you can see. And now I'm doing the trees, and I did a lot of them already. So this is just a capture of like hours and hours of trees placing. But what I did is I tried to make the mountains look more heavy with trees at the bottom, and then when they go to the top, the trees, they get thinner and thinner, so it thins out a bit. That also helps because otherwise it's just one blanket of trees, and we don't really want that. We want it to look sort of natural. So yeah, more thicker trees at the bottom, and then like smaller trees and bushes at the top and stuff like that.
Really, really cool. I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, there's like I think like 10 or 12 different trees I placed in this jungle, different type of palms. And here I'm trying to mimic those sand veins that you see on the mountains, which really help to blend it in the background. Really wanted to show that to people. Like some people just cut off at the edge, but it looks so much more. How do you say it?
Natural.
Yeah, natural when you blend it in with the map and stuff. And I'm really happy with the result. I think it looks pretty cool.
I think it looks dope.
And also you can see here a little bit that I made a river go around the city because it's a city of water. And I ended up thinking, how cool would it be to add a water tour that goes to the waterfall? So you go around the city, and then through the jungle. You have all this nice lush environment around you, and then you end up at the waterfall and you go back. So I added a water ride as well, or like a tour. The boat tour. Yeah.
So we got one more ride in Galatea. Nice.
Yeah. A lot of people were queuing up for it. It's really popular.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did some cool cinematics with that, with the boat ride too.
Oh, that's cool.
It really adds tons of stuff to it. Yeah, really awesome work here. This is, for me, this is very tedious. This was something I would do like over, like it would be every time I'm in, I'm like, oh, okay, I can place 100 trees today, you know? And you just took that in one go and just like, you know what? It has to be done.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go.
Back to the waterfall we go.
Waterfall, yeah, exactly. Well, during this time, my computer crashed a lot, actually. I lost a big part of the lush environment that I made here. So what you see here is what we have now. But what I've been making from this moment on, just around this waterfall, is all gone because my computer overheated. It was like 40 Celsius in my room, so it was just too much. I added more fans though to my case, so it should be good now if we have another. Yeah. And just it's so much fun making everything look so much more lively when you add foliage and trees and rocks, and I love just placing them everywhere. And I love these bushes too, the scaviola. Or what's it called?
Scaviola, something.
Yeah, exactly. They're really
these
nice.
are awesome. I love your foliage work you do here.
Thanks.
It's really nice. It's just like where you need to have it, and that's it. Because like between like in the back, you don't need these small bushes and stuff. You just want that in where you can sort of see, right? So
yeah, exactly. You don't need to do that everywhere. Yeah. At least the edges of the water, you know, the where the water ride goes and where the waterfall is and stuff like that. I really wanted that to be super diverse. So, yeah. And then these scaviola, they really help to make it look overgrown, since it overlaps a little bit over the rocks, and you can sink them in a bit and rotate them. Yeah, it just looks more cohesive, and oh.
Yeah,
makes me so happy looking at this, because it looks so much like a spot that I would love to visit, you know.
Like hell yeah.
I'm really happy with it.
This is I love what you did here. Also, when I looked into Park and I was like doing the cinematics, I'm like, wow, this helped like a bunch. Because now we have all this lushy environment, and then now we can also like make a little bit more overgrown stuff to some of the buildings, because it fit well, and we are going in that direction we wanted to, where we never got to in the contest. I'm happy you did this. This was a
I was like, Wikz is going to be happy that he doesn't have to do all this tedious work. But at least there's now like a base jungle that you can, you know, choose specific parts to clutter up or something. You know, if you're like, oh, this boat, when it turns around this corner and you have this nice view of that corner of the jungle, maybe you can make like a shipwreck or something there, or I don't know, just nice viewing points.
I know it. We need a crack. No, I'm kidding.
Kraken near the waterfall.
No, I kid. Yeah, but if I see a good chance to make a good shot from wherever you come from the boat, I might take it. But my priorities definitely lies to clutter up main Galatea.
Buildings. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. Well, I have to redo this, what we're watching now. So I will do that again when I have my spirit back.
Oh, was this all you lost? This
is all deleted. Yeah, this is all lost.
Oh no!
Yeah. But I wanted to keep it in. I didn't want to record it again, so I'll just place it again, because I have like a system going on here. What I'm doing is basically I'm building a bridge now, but what I did is smaller foliage near the edge, and then it gets bigger and bigger towards the jungle. So you're guided into your view is guided into the jungle almost through those low ferns and those low bushes, and it's like a gradient, you know. It's not only palm trees. There's also small ones near the edge. So I'll just redo that. I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, but I get what you're saying now, that people kind of like know it now that it's there. So even though you lost it, which is a shame though, because it looks amazing.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, thanks. Well,
but luckily it's not like a 6K roof you lost.
Yeah, that's definitely much more work. And I also this is when I made the water ride, I was like, okay, we need a really nice bridge near the entrance, because we didn't have an entrance yet. It was just a path.
Yeah.
So here I'm making something in the style of Galatea, a bit like a Moorish bridges, you know, like what you would see maybe in southern Spain or something. Just those nice rough bricks, like nice how do you say it? Warm colors, and I of course try to blend it with the turquoise and the teal that we use in the park. I'm just trying to see if the boats can fit through, you know, this big arch. And at some point I was looking at it, and of course I'm using here the fencing for the pathing, but it looks a bit thin, if you ask me. Filling up those edges, by the way, was a lot of pain. You can see that of the big arch, that little gap at the side. But luckily we have temple pieces, and I just colored them the size of the brick. And at first I thought, maybe add some nice texture to it, but no, it doesn't work. So here I'm trying to fill it up to make it fit the rough brick a bit. And
it works though.
Yeah, it works. It's just a gap. This is an advice to everyone. If you need to fill up gaps with stone, just the temple pieces are really good. It's ancient statue called, I think, these things. We also use these for the roof tiles. These things.
Galatea wouldn't exist if we didn't have the adventure pack.
Yeah, exactly. And here I'm trying to keep going with the style. I saw that the edge of the the railing of the bridge was a bit too thin. I also asked feedback from some friends, and they said it was a bit too heavy at the bottom and too light at the top. So here I'm trying to figure out a way to incorporate the fence a little bit in the bridge and keep the style going. You'll see me tweaking colors a little bit as well, trying some stuff out. It was a lot of fun. That's
awesome.
Just like the details that are the most fun, right? Just
adding
trims, adding pillars, trying to make it work. So it's also a good thing if you have a building style in your park to always, go back to it a little bit and see, not keep using the same pieces, but if you have some variations, just try to incorporate it in other parts of the park as well, so you keep the theme going, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing, yeah.
That's what we do in Galatea a lot with the colors as well, so it's not just a mismatch of random earth colors and random blues. It's just all in the same family of turquoise, in the same family of like terracotta colors. That really helps us, I think. And also,
it for sure does.
Yeah, I mean, making a color scheme in advance is always a good idea if you struggle with colors. Just choose like six colors that work good together. Some lighter ones, some darker ones, maybe some warmer and some cooler ones to get some contrast in, like we have here with the teal. Yeah.
Love this bridge you're making here.
Thanks.
Really cool.
Yeah, I think it works well. And I still kept some of the fence in to keep.
Yeah. It works. It works.
I love this game. You can just keep building through objects. Doesn't even matter. You just incorporate it in it, and you have a new fence. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we love about this.
Yep. Yeah, it was in an angle. And
I see.
Off camera, I tried to fix the path, but it didn't work. So I just was like, okay, I guess I'll make this bridge in an angle then.
There's a lot of angle bridges actually in this part.
Yeah. Oh, well. So
I see there's some speakers at the entrance. That's why I was like, why is there like these sort of music here?
yeah, there was.
But now I see them.
There's jungle. I put jungle sounds everywhere. I mixed some sounds from different. Yeah, you have packs of music, right, in the speakers, the trigger speakers and the normal ones. And for example, you have adventure pack, and then you have jungle sounds. But you also have it in World's Adventure, the like Moroccan city sounds or something. And I try to blend them in together a little bit because it adds so much atmosphere when you have music speakers in your park. Not just with music, but just with ambient sounds. I think a lot of people forget that you can add those. It adds a lot.
Yeah, including myself.
Yeah, well, I went in and placed some. So that's already taken care of.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah.
This bridge looking awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. It was fun to build. Bridges are fun. Why are they so fun to build? Oh, this is the entrance. There we go.
Awesome.
Yeah, finally the sign is coming in a bit. Yeah. Yeah, it shows these pillars, these towers that I made earlier. Because you have also made towers, and they have they're placed as like wall. How do you say it? City wall towers, basically like watchtowers or something. All over the city wall. So yours are so present. I thought maybe I could add these in for variation, and blend it in together, right? Yeah.
Good with that. It's good stuff.
Alright, trying to fill around a bit with the arches. I really love that when you use these arches together and you go a little bit in smaller grids and you mesh them together. You get this really cool how do you say it? Sharp. Oh, I'm forgetting the word for it. You know those arches that have like a pointed arches, I guess they're called.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just really love that how that works. When you combine them together, you get like sharper edges and stuff. And here, for people that want to make signs, I actually am using half a round art shape, as you can see. If you use only the top of it, like I'm doing here, it will have a little bit of a curved edge, but it is really small. So instead of using the square art piece, you can use the half rounded one, only the top piece, and then curve it like this. Works really well. Make sure you have it rotated the right way, otherwise you'll have a bit of a bumpy one.
You kept this secret from me. You only said you did trees and stuff, and then I was like, when I opened it up, I was like, God damn it, she did a sign.
He did a sign as well. Yeah.
But that was surprisingly awesome, because that was also one of the things that you heard me say, like, we need a sign, Fuaranna.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really asking you, like, when are you going in the park? When are you going in the park? And you're like, yeah. And like half a week later, you had time, and I was so happy because you could finally see my sign. I kept it a secret the whole time. Yeah, it was fun.
And the sign is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I'm trying to add a gradient here.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the footage of this part is a little bit overexposed. It's a bit too bright because my recording settings were on the wrong setting. Unfortunately you can see that.
It's okay. It's only for like this section though, right? So. Oh yeah, I noticed. I can see that. Looks like you have like some sort of a reshape filter on.
Yeah, it's just my screen is on HDR, and I think it recorded on the wrong setting. I think it recorded in the HDR thing, so it's very bright. But
yeah. But it's
about
okay.
the sign anyway, so
people are getting awake now with this brightness. No,
I'm sorry, you guys.
But it's really cool.
There you go. That was my stuff, and this is what you're doing.
You had so much stuff. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Have you got recorded a lot of that, and so we can show it to the peeps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
so what
we
are you
are.
Doing here?
So last time I kind of cluttered up the backside of this, right? And I said to you that there's this section around here where there's this building, which turned out you did build this building here.
Yeah.
Because that was the building I was referring to when I asked, and where we both of us was like, who built this? What are we talking about? We talked away from each other, but this is the building. Fuaranna, she did the backside here, and I felt like we needed some more clutter stuff here, so I added this balcony, and pretty much just add some clutter to the piece here, because I really like the front you did on the building. It works very well with the two other buildings next to it.
Thanks. Well, I love this clutter. What you're doing here, that makes it look so much more alive, and
it really does.
It's amazing.
It is crazy how much it actually do when you just add a few things all over. So yeah, I'm just trying to clutter things up here, making it look somewhat decent and alive. And I took this building here because we didn't really do anything lot to this building here afterwards. We just made the tops of them. We never did the bottom. So I do that now, as you can see, add some windows and stuff. I'm literally just filling up the gaps here. So like, I feel like the more we get done with this clutter, the less there is to add, because it's only some of these cramped places where we have buildings we sort of want clutter. Like some of the more open areas where we have all the tulip flower beds and stuff. We don't. That's mainly just for picturesque views, so we don't want too much clutter there.
Yeah, if it's over cluttered, then the clutter is not really special anymore. It needs to be specific areas, right?
Exactly. So that was kind of like my thought with this.
I love
but
those.
Again, I really love these plants here. Theme maker. I don't know who did them, but
we
they're
need
very
to look
cool.
up who did them.
Yeah.
They're so good. We use them. We'll give you really big credit for it. Honestly, we will definitely put your name really big on the on the workshop park when we upload it, because we use those plants everywhere.
They just make the place look. It just adds so much, and it's fun for once to play something you haven't played a million times before. Like the good old clutter.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then all that foliage. Ugh, I love it.
Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Also, after I put the buntings on, and then the custom-made lanterns I did last time too, add them a little bit everywhere, and I also end up adding some more stuff in the middle and a crane. I'm adding a lot of stuff here. What I feel like it's doable and makes sense,
Yeah, exactly.
And
you have
we
such
also
a good eye for that.
Well, thank you.
You're so good at that stuff. It looks like it belongs there. It's not useless clutter, It's, has a meaning, it has a purpose. It's not too much either. It's just a right amount of clutter, I would say.
Thank you. Yeah, I usually like, if I put a pot, then why would there be a pot there in the first place?
Why would you leave your pot there? No.
Why would you even stand a pot outside? I mean, take your shit inside, but no. But I'm kidding, but it just works well, to see a lot of stuff going on. It's pleasing for the eye.
Yep.
So adding some bunting a little bit everywhere, just trying. You'll see some trial and errors. But yeah, also make like a little like a guy sitting on a little blanket selling some stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Too, as well here. So yeah, it's pretty much just a lot of some of the same clutter, but I feel like the clutter works well for this theme we're making here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and these places where I placed this is pretty much where people really can walk to, because the path, we kind of like made the path like that, but it just feels like you can. And I don't want to take too much of the view from these canals here when the coaster comes through.
Yeah, exactly.
But just a few things on the edges, a little bit everywhere, and we should be good to go. I always forget those colorful vases or vases we have. Like the big pink one.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit too overkill, but I kind of liked it there still. So it's a shame we can't color those though.
Yes, it is. Some carpets as well would be nice.
Yep.
Even though
So
those buntings, those awnings that you use here work as well.
Yeah,
Look at him sitting there.
Yeah, I know he has a gun and stuff, but he's one of those he's one of those guys you don't want to mess around with here. But yeah, I just gave this guy a blanket and then just put a little bit of different stuff around here, like he's somewhat of a salesman, just trying to sell some stuff from his adventures or something, you know.
Like yeah, that's cool. He just came in the boat. He docked here. He put down a blanket and he's selling his stuff now. Makes total sense.
So that's mainly just what I tried to do here. Just give him a little bit of stuff, you know.
That's so cool. I like it. That's creative.
Yeah, I thought that was a kind of neat idea.
He is like sitting there with his gun. You better buy it, otherwise.
That's what I'm saying. Buy my stuff, punk. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we're slowly moving towards the end of the video. Just adding a little bit of more clutter here at the end on this side too, because I have it like when I build an area, I want to finish the entire area. I don't want to let anything hang there, right? So I'm trying to get all angles in some way looking nice. I mean, honestly, that is how I build. I build to make every angle look nice.
Yeah.
So
and it shows.
Thank you.
It's good. And a bunting adds some really nice festival flair to it. Like, it's always a party in Galatea.
Always a party. Always. At this section here, I felt like, would this crane work here? And I was like, yeah, it could work. There's like this canal, so it can be like them
perfect
transport.
fit, actually.
Yeah, and I just moved the thing there a little bit, so they don't clip through it.
Yep.
And then we are slowly now moving towards the end. I'm just adding a little tree here in the middle. I felt like this place was too empty, and I didn't want to add clutter. I just wanted to add, a tree. Yeah. As you can see here. And then that's pretty much it.
I like how you use the curbs to discourage people to walk through the trees and stuff. People often forget that. They put nice plazas down, they cover it maybe in some roof tiles, like we did here, but then they forget to add curbs and everyone is just clipping through all the scenery.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go, the first cinematic shot when you come out of the arch here. Boom. Awesome stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's beautiful what you did there. Look at how lush it looks. Oh.
It looks so good, right?
Yeah.
Love the hanging lanterns in the tree there.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed me and Fuaranna's speed builds here and our little chat and stuff. We will, as usual, try to keep Galatea consistent with 1 week upload. So we can get this part wrapped up and ready to show you guys. And on the workshop too. So Fuaranna, you did an amazing job. I love everything you did. Yeah, and I can't wait to get back into it and build lots of more stuff. So guys, yeah, have a good day, stay awesome, be a good person as always, and Fuaranna, thanks for joining me and showing off what you did.
My pleasure, as always.
All right guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.